Okay, in this video, we're gonna talk about factoring polynomials. So let's first take a look at some definitions. If a polynomial is equal to the product of other polynomials, then each polynomial in the product is called a factor of the original polynomial. So the idea is just like the factors of a number. For example, 12. Because 12 we can write it as a product of 3 and 4, or 2 and 6, right? So 3 is a factor of 12. 4 is a factor of 12. 2 is a factor of 12. 6 is also a factor of 12. Like here, we have a polynomial x squared plus x minus 2. And if we can write this polynomial into the product of these two binomials, x minus 1 and x plus 2. Therefore, x minus 1 is a factor of this polynomial, and x plus 2 is also a factor of this polynomial. And then what does factoring mean? Factoring means the process of writing a polynomial as a product of other polynomials is called factoring. Okay. So first, I'm gonna show you how to find the factors of monomials. So that means I want to write this monomial into a product of other monomials. So I can write as 6x squared times y to the third. So 6x squared is a factor, and y to the third is also a factor. And also I can write this as 2x times 3x times y to the third. So if I write into this way, now 2x is a factor, and 3x times y to the third is also a factor. So the point here is when we factor a monomial, the method is not unique. So this is just like when you factor 12, you can factor 12 into multiple ways. Okay? All right. Okay. Now next, I want to show you if we have 2 or more monomials, how to find the greatest common factors. Let's see, here we have and by the way, a greatest common factor usually we write into this way, GCF. Okay. Now here we want to find the greatest common factor of these two monomials. One is 10cd squared, another one is 15c squared d to the third. So first, I'm gonna split 10cd squared into a product of 2 and 5 times c times d times d, because that's d square mean. And the reason I split 10 into 2 and 5 because both 2 and 5 are prime numbers. Now what is prime numbers? So prime numbers are numbers. So prime numbers are numbers can be divided by 1 and itself. So like 2, 3, 5, 7, and 11. Those numbers are called prime numbers. So 15 I can split into 3 and 5, and times c times D times D times D. Okay. Since we're looking for the greatest common factor, so first we have to find the common factors. So both of them contain a 5, and both of them contain a C, and both of them contain D. And since I'm looking for the greatest common factor, so I have to pick up the 2 D's. So the greatest common factor is 5 CD squared.